just got out of the shower. My hair is wet. Yeah, you can tell it's genuine and real. My hair is all... hadn't fully dried yet. Y'all know how it is. Some of y'all do, maybe some of y'all don't. Dude, it's been a few days since I got in front of a camera. How in the fuck is everybody doing? Holy shit. I cut a whole bunch of videos and then, didn't. Like, I just scheduled them all. I've done this in like almost a week. Holy fuck. See if I can remember how to do it. Dawn no more rises. It's the cool part, kind of with that big. God damn, dude. It's the 2-disc. Where they got the Dan Swano and Pete Cochran, the different productions. This is the second one. This is the Dan Swano original. I really like this version though, but the other version is like, if y'all didn't know that, that Pete Cochran is pretty damn good. There's a lot more body in these things. Like, the Dan Swano kind of thin on the drums. Yeah, they were just kind of there slapping. They're not punching through the mix. Because that's the other one, disc 2, yeah. Those drums have such a body and those cymbals have such a ring to them. I just still like the Dan Swano because it's real thin. I like my black metal like that, all thin in the mix and not much thud. Now, you want to blow your mind, listen to the first disc. After listening to this one a few times, whoa! Noticeable difference, noticeable difference. If you go back and forth, you may not notice, but if you listen to the first one, see disc 2 a couple times, and then put on the first disc, yeah, it's clearly noticeable. It seems like there's more dynamic range, full body dynamic range. This doesn't, the highs don't seem high and the lows don't seem low. It's not mid-range, but it's mid-range. That power metal singing, dude, when you get a black metal scream, fucking awesome. Fucking love that song. Love that fucking song. The whole fucking album's good, but I just love that one. I am glad that... Oh, y'all, recommending thrash metal to me. Yep, Sodom, Tapping the Vein. That was legit. Sodom and Destruction were the two that... Y'all kept just telling me them. And I was like... And Release from Agony by Destruction. Oh yeah, man. I don't know a lot of those, and those are really good. Like, and I'm not a thrash metal type guy. I mean, you know, but I mean, I know Creator probably the best. That was like the only real band I got into. But yeah, Sodom and Destruction there. Great recommendations. Man. I'm gonna tell everybody. A few weeks ago, though, for real, my neighbor, who I just kind of know, he's like down the road, up the hill, or whatever you want to call it. Downhill, probably. Like, apparently he went into a bar that I knew, which was a bar restaurant. He went to this bar restaurant thing, right? And had like 2 beers or 3 beers or whatever. Gets in an argument and like tells all these fools, he's like, I'm gonna go in my car, get my gun, I'm gonna blast all you fools. After being in an argument with him, and then leaves. He didn't come back in, he just leaves. Yeah, cops pick him up down the road, and they said he was over the limit. I don't know, but it was that whole like, dude, what the fuck? And now I haven't seen him in a while. Like, he came back to his house, cleaned up a little bit, then dipped. I'm like, oh, that dude's probably gonna do some fucking time. He knows it. Oh, what a crazy motherfucker. That's the dude down the street. He's fucking crazy, man. People are nuts, dude. People are straight up nuts. When I was a kid in elementary school and shit, elementary school, you know, I'd run out in the street and play with the kids down the street, play in the street, whatever kind of ball game you had. And one of the neighbors, across the street from me, and the kid I was playing at was next door to him. So, like, right, you know, we knew that guy. Man, he got in, like, an altercation with somebody, ended up shooting him and killing him. And then had to go, like, do time for that. Like, damn, man. Shit's crazy. People are crazy out there. People are absolutely fucking nuts. And like, this day and age, holy shit. There are still major cities in the U.S. that are still, like, war zones, like constant strife down there. It's like, do not go down there. And there's places like Chicago, which, like, as long as everybody stays on their own side of the river, shit's kind of allowed over there. Oh, man. That shit's crazy. Fucking wild. I was watching that, man, the fucking, on X. That Elon Musk Twitter bullshit. X. Everybody was watching that shit with the baseball chick. The Phillies baseball team. Philadelphia Phillies. That dude caught that ball, and that freaking Karen nagged it out of him or some shit. He gave it up. Took the kid out of his ball. Took the ball out of his kid's hand. He gave it to his kid. Took it back. Gave it to the crying Karen. It's like everybody's looking at that like, what the fuck just happened here? But you gave your ball. You gave that prize. It's the prize for showing up and just sitting right there. You get this ball. Anyways, man. A lot of people saying, they think that is what's wrong with this country. Or no, that's just proof of what's wrong with this country. Or an example of. And that's what they're saying. Proof this is an example of where we're at as a country. Like, downtown areas of some countries are, like, really fucked up. And I've lived in Houston for many years, and I've seen that town go from various levels of dangerous to not. And in like in a 10-year period of time, you can see something that's completely dangerous. 10 years, it's not. And then the other way, and it seems like 10 years later, it goes back to being dangerous again. And they just throw money into a district to try to revitalize it. All they end up doing is creating like these gangland war zones. Gangs run out there to blast each other and shit. That shit's happened, man. There was a venue in Houston we used to go to. It's on the southwest side, Bissonnet and 59. Yeah, Cardi's, man. Like behind there was a street. Behind the club was a street, and there was door access. And a lot of bands put their bands back there and loaded in there. So that street was pretty safe because there was always a lot of cars and a lot of people for the venue would park there. So that street itself was pretty safe. Always patrolled by cops. And the bands were known to have security, local security, help secure that area. And it never had a problem. Never had a problem once. Now, the street behind that one, whoo, you'd hear gunfire and shit. Like legit gunfire to where we had bands loading in and out. And they were like, okay, we're safe here? Yeah, man, you good to go. Hearing gunshots like a few blocks over, like maybe, quarter of a mile, maybe more. They're like, what the fuck was that? I was like, gunshots. They're like, does that happen often? Oh yeah, over there? Oh yeah, that's where all the gangs fight. They're like, oh, are we safe over here? And I'm like, yeah, don't come over here. They gave us a distance. The scary guys in the black t-shirts, tattoos and long hair. It's like, yeah, they're like, oh shit, a whole bunch of those. Yeah, we don't want none of that. Like, damn right you don't. But it seems like the rest of society turned into a bunch of wimps. It's funny, like the scenes became like insanely brutal, then leveled off to like where it's like it can be dangerous, but probably won't be depending on your behavior. But that was back in the day. The clubs were just dangerous. The venues were just dangerous places. Like if you wanted to fight, that was the place to go. Now it's just like if you want to come and step up and like, oh, I'm bad, you know, in a friendly manner, then it's different, you know. In a friendly manner, like nobody has to die here today. But like the clubs and scenes have like all like tapered off into where it's like organized and safer. And the rest of the world where it was safe is actually more dangerous. So people chose what they chose because it was the safe route. They knew they didn't have to worry about crime and all this crazy shit. They would be safe. And now it's the least safe place to be. And all the people who were like, fuck that, I don't want to be around those people, went to live in obscure areas that were sometimes unsafe. And now those unsafe areas, because of those people living like that for generations, it's like now it's the most safe place. Nobody fucks around over there because you're going to get shot, you know. Cops aren't even going to investigate half the time. They're going to be like, nah, in this neighborhood, we don't investigate. Let me just clean up that body and get out of y'all's hair. Now look which one's their safest place to be. Now look which ones are like hotbeds for like drugs and shit like that. You know? I don't know how y'all doing. I don't know if the neighborhoods y'all are in are safe or anything. But I've lived in some unsafe neighborhoods. That's for damn sure. Oh shit. Cat ain't said nothing. The fish in a basket hasn't said anything either. The fish never says anything. It just sits in his basket. Look at that. Well, y'all probably noticed that, like, I changed up how we're producing shit around here. It's getting harder and harder to fill up that 20 minutes, you know. Like I said, I spend a lot of time over on X, and that's usually where I can be found. It was more frequency, but not any consistent frequency. And keeping the YouTube thing consistent does require time and effort. And energy. Well, I talk to people about what I wanted this channel to do. What am I doing here? You're not getting paid. You're just hanging out and doing shit. You just want to see who's hanging out and doing shit. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I did tell somebody, it was probably Mitzvots, I think, or Duskblade. No, it's Duskblade. I did tell the guy, it was, it's going to have metal. Whatever we do, there's going to be metal involved. Why? I listen to it a lot. And I want to listen to it with other people. So, that's got to stay. I could do, like, stories, crime and punishment or whatever. I mean, but I'm just going to turn into every damn YouTuber out there and shit. You run out of personal stories after a while, or at least the ones you want to tell. So yeah, I'm not really sure what I want to do anymore. But I am over on X, hanging out there with more frequency than I am here. I just say absurd and stupid shit, just trying to get a rise out of people. I'm too freaking, like, even personally, I'm just too damn aggressive and too fuck you and too just pushy. I mean, I'm polite to people in the store. I'm not rude or nothing, you know, but when it comes to, like, doing stuff, you know, I can be quite irritating. So I like reflecting that, but I also like trying to put a humorous spin on it. So that it's a little bit more fun. I think that's what X is, just trying to get out there the really dark, fun ideas. And just getting them out there, and just not thinking about them again, and just laughing, like, that was absurd, I hated that. But it's gone now. So, yeah, doing that over there. Some of that stuff I absolutely cannot do on YouTube, because you'd be, like, down in a second. But Elon's got a lot longer of a leash on us. That's how I like thinking about it. I mean, you're using his platform, you want to use it, them's the fucking rules. Do I like him? Most of them. Better than that Jack Dorsey son of a bitch. I hope he's doing well. I really do. That seemed like a painful job after Elon got in there and showed out how much, like, just how inefficient the business was being run. Just bad business practices. They really opened the website up to do what you could do. YouTube's gonna have limitations. They need limitations at least on like some of the size and time. Because YouTube started releasing out those damn ads that are like an hour long now. It's like, oh man, it's like paid programming on basic television. Most of y'all don't even remember the old televisions and the clicks and shit like that. There was no cable TV. Oh shit, there was no cable TV. I remember getting cable and being like, finally, thank fucking God. Oh man, that sucked having 3, 4 channels to 5 depending on the weather. I knew people had less than that. Shit. Listen to AM FM radio and shit like that. AM FM radio is fucking sadly dead. I still listen to AM FM radio half the time, just see what's on there. Just anything. The more obscure the channel, the better. It's like, well, I live in rural. You're in such a low market, you know. They just kind of allow people to say kind of whatever, but not like Twitter, and certainly not like YouTube. But a radio station racket. That's how y'all worked in a radio station for a little while. Did an internship for a year at a radio station. I won't tell you which one, but you've heard of it. I can guarantee you that. Yeah, that was cool. There was some good stuff there for the old career highlight reel, you know. I love spicing it up, man. I can take almost any damn job I've done and spice that up into something awesome, you know. I always try to relate it to what job I'm applying for, you know, or what gig I'm trying to do. It's like, hey, we're looking for somebody to do these things, and I'm like, well, I did this one thing. It's very similar to what you're doing, and blah, 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 and I feel like I can do it again. Yeah. Usually gets your feet in the door. Anyway, shit, I say it's hard to reach 20 minutes. Now I'm about to hit 27 minutes. But yeah, no, I had to just think about the fucking future of me hanging out with y'all. Like I said, over on X, I'm probably not going anywhere, but cutting vids just requires a lot more forethought and showing my face and speaking into the camera, and I don't want to do any fucking edits. So I'm also trying to keep it like real, keep it real. I want to keep it real. It's got to be metal. It's got to be metal. Gotta keep it real. Not sugarcoating shit. You know? Y'all want to hear from an Appalachian warlord. Yeah. Gotta keep it spicy like that. Appalachian warlord. I don't know. How would some of y'all classify me? How would you describe me to somebody else? He's a dude that just hangs out, listens to metal, drinks tea, talks to a fucking naked cat, and listens to death metal and other extreme metal. Talks about current events or past. I don't know. I'm just rambling. I'm just trying to figure this thing out, you know? So I think I'll try to keep these to where I can have something really in-depth to say. And so far, I really haven't. That's why if you look back at that one that's edited, it was a picture reel. I was just stopping in my bike and taking pictures of the scenery when I could. There's a lot of places I'd love to get a scene of the mountain, but unless you had a GoPro and you were staring at it, which is not wise on a motorcycle, there's no place to stop because there's either a slope or there's no shoulder. And the only way to get to that is literally to drive through that, you know, unless you want to run through the side of a mountain and do it. And yes, a couple of those pics, I got off down the hill, ran up the hill on an easement, ran up and then jumped across the road to get back and bam, get a picture of that. And it wasn't the greatest picture, but once you understand where that was, it was like, there was a big giant twisty downwards, where you could pick up some massive amount of speed. And not in a safe way. So you got to really maintain your control of your brakes and your clutch. You'd spin out real fucking fast. It's not like, oh, I can hold it up. That road will get away from me, dude. That road will just get away from me. I've been on my bike, literally felt that back tire go whoop. You're like, whoa, whoa, that hydroplane like in your car. You ever felt that on a bike? Bro, make your heart jump up shit, dude. It's totally crazy. But anyways, yeah, if you haven't seen that video, I think it's the previous. No, it's like a couple videos back. Appalachian Scenery, I think is what I call it. Appalachian Scenery. I put some music to it. Misfits, Evil Army, and something else. Well, anyways, I did hit 20 minutes, but I'm not really sure how many of these I'm going to cut. So, if you see another one, you see another one. All right, Battle Pride, Appalachian Roller. See y'all next time.